This fanfiction is only for entertainment purposes, so please don't take it seriously and don't be offended. It's just a story made out of imagination, so it doesn't define any character in real life. I hope you'll enjoy the story and leave positive comments without hating the author and character. I don't own any pictures, but the storylines are completely mine. I will do voiceover, so you can mute it if you want. Hope you will like the video. Sitting silently on a bench alone, you were reading a book. It was your first day in this college, that's why no one was giving you any attention and having chats with their own friend group. Until the popular girl of your class, who's a bully also, noticed you. Ella, see who we have here. A new chick trying to stay unnoticed behind her books. She say while walking towards you with her friend circle. Everyone start looking at her, knowing she's up to something again, and they all like drama. I'd respond, but I'm busy trying to stay unnoticed. You know, the way your sense of fashion should've. You say while looking at her from head to toe. And yes, I'm behind books. You should try it sometime, might help develop a personality. While saying this, your eyes again diverted to your book while everyone start hooting, making her blood boil. Ella, looks like this new chick has a voice too. Why don't use it for something better? Lick. Cut her off, I just did. You say without looking at her while you heard something. You tilt your head only to find a person looking at you intensely. Even though it's your first time seeing him in person, but you knew him very well. He's the son of one of the richest men in the country, a famous singer and this college bad boy, Kim Taehyung. Just then Ella snatched that book from your hand harshly with a scoff. Give it back. You say sharply, looking at her while she smirked and extended it towards you. Ella, here you go. Saying this, she dropped it on floor. Ella, oops, I guess it just flipped out of my hands. Saying this, she stepped on that book as soon as you tried to pick it up. You looked at her, who was giving you a mocking look. Are you trying to bully me? Ella, smirk, not trying, chick. I am bullying you. Your actions and word are giving me mental trauma and affecting my sanity right now. So do you take responsibility for it? You say calmly, looking at her. Ella, smirk. Absolutely. I take full responsibility, and I do it again, but this time I will give you physical trauma. She stayed proudly, and you stood up on your bench with a smirk, then punch on her face, hardly making her fall back on ground while blood coming out near her lips and a little from her nose, and her cheek turned red. Everyone gasped, standing from their seats except one, who was looking at all this with amusement now. Ella, how dare you? You should have done a background check on me before taking a fight from me, sweetheart. My mom is the national level boxing champion and she taught me her each and every move. I am properly trained to protect myself from people like you. You say, picking up your book and while wiping it with one of her friends' hanky, who were looking at you in shock. Many of your classmates there, who also got bullied by her anytime any day, start clapping because you were the first one who took a fight from Ella. Ella stood up and left in anger while you sat back, knowing the drama which is about to happen. Professor, would you care to explain what just happened here? Ella, why are you even asking her? Just suspended her. No, hit her first. She needs a broken nose and mouth too. She say while glaring at you. She came back with a professor, after treating her wounds, who was giving you death glares right now. You was just silently looking at both of them while the whole class was sitting silently looking down, knowing the consequences of speaking right now very well. Professor, I can take actions against you legally for the mistreatment of yours. Thank God we come to this. I was about to told you how we should handle it legally. Mental trauma, threats, insults, and bullying are punishable by law. Defamation or psychological harm can result in up to 5 years in prison or fines. Threatening someone may lead to up to 3 years of imprisonment. Insults are also punishable by up to 2 years in prison or fines. College bullying is addressed under the School Violence Prevention Act, with penalties like expulsion, fines, or imprisonment, depending on the severity. You stayed in one go while maintaining an eye contact with Ella. Professor, what the nonsense are you? He stopped in mid as you start the recording which have Ella's voice and she's clearly accepting that she's bullying you, threatened you for physical trauma etc. You recorded this before beating her just for the evidences. YN, so now how should we proceed it? Don't worry about me at all, Professor, because I have the best lawyer of this city to fight my case. That professor gritted his teeth in anger knowing that this situation is backfiring at him. No one took a stand against Ella because her dad is the trustee of this college, but you are not like them. Ella, you think I don't have lawyers or what? Do you Thin? YN, cut her off, Choi Max. Just make sure to tell them that my case will be fought by Choi Max. You say only to hear many gasps around you, and why not? After all, you just took the name of a person who never lost any case till this date and known as a brutal lawyer who fought for justice. Ella, mock, oh really? And why would he took your case? Do you even have money to pay for his fees? YN, smirk, why would I pay him? I mean, which daughter pay to her own dad? You say making her, and that professor eyes widened. YN, oops, looks like I again forgot to mention my name. Nice to meet you all, it's Choi YN. If any of you have any legal problem with this college or any particular person, you can contact me. My dad would love to help his daughter classmates. You say looking at your classmates with a smirk and found many of them smiling. You knew that they didn't stood up for you because many of them are already getting bullied by Ella and they don't want to make the situation worse. Professor, still, you hit Ella. It's your fault. Why not we just end this matter by you taking forgiveness from Ella? I am sure she's a kind lady, so she will forgive you. He say, clearing his throat while you already noticed his nervousness. He just want to end this as soon as possible. YN, ask for forgiveness? But why? I mean, who told you that I hit her? What proof do you have? And I am pretty sure that those CCTV cameras, which are just for show and didn't get open for months now, told you this, did they? You say with a voice telling them you already know that CCTV cameras are off so that no one get proof against Ella wrongdoings. Ella, you. Do you think everyone here are blind and didn't saw what you did? YN, smirk, right. About that, I would love to see what they have to say. You say then looked at all of them sharply, even Ella's own friend circle, and they all looked down knowing the meaning behind your gaze. Ella, burning in anger, started shouting, but no one spoke a word until a hand rose up in air. It was Taehyung. Ella smirked while you looked at him sharply. Taehyung, can you shut up right now? My ears are hurting hearing your irritating voice. Taehyung say, looking at Ella, making almost everyone laughed out loud. Ella gritted her teeth in anger and embarrassment as she knew she can't took a fight with him and he's her crush also, so. You looked at the professor then say. YN, my dad always told me one thing, sir, when there's no evidence then there's no crime. But this situation didn't fit in your dear student situation because I have proof against her. Don't worry, because I always forgive first mistake, so being a generous and sane person here I am forgiving her for this, but don't expect anything like this from me again. You say, walking away when a girl shifted in her seat happily and signaled you sit beside her, and you do. Leah, hi, I am Leah. Sia, and I am SIA. They both start talking with you happily while Ella and her friend circle left. Professor start giving his lecture while a pair of eyes stays on you. Taking your books out from the cupboard, you saw some men making a circle around you, blocking your path completely with a smirk. You were ready for it already as your new friends Leah and SIA warned you about it in classroom. Ella brother Jack is the leader of those boys group who surround you. Leah and SIA was about to came near you, but you stopped them with your eyes. Jack, so how's everything going, beauty? I didn't know my sister was troubling such a beautiful girl. He say while trying to touch your hair, but you sharply looked at him holding his wrist. YN, didn't your sister warn you about my fighting skills? She probably doesn't love your life enough. You say, jerking his hands while he and his friends laugh until a group of boys enter in the corridor. It was Taehyung and his gang, who was present at you morning's chaos too. Taehyung, what's going on here? Ella, who was standing at a distance, gritted her teeth seeing him coming ahead in your defense, which he never did before. Jack, come on now, don't disturb us again. We are just having some fun. Can't you see? Taehyung was about to say something when you spoke before him. Yn, can I borrow that ball? You say, seeing the basketball in Taehyung's hand with a small smirk. Taehyung looked at his favorite ball, which he never give to anyone, then at you. Taehyung, sure. He say, passing it to you, then back off, waiting curiously for the drama about to unfold. Yn, just telling you so you won't complain that I didn't tell you this before. My grandfather was an international level basketball player and was pretty famous for his moves. You say while throwing that ball in air, then with a jump you hit on it, making it go just an inch away from Jack's face, hitting the wall behind him, and came back to you. Seeing this, his friends back off because they saw if it will hit Jack, then he was probably on the ground. They all slowly start leaving because Taehyung also glared at them. Yn, just an inch, you see. Next time it will be your face. Jack, I will sue you. He warned and left because he was all alone now. Jimin murmured, wow, her family's great. Taehyung, smirk, she's great. Taehyung and his friends with your friends came near you. Eunwoo, whoa girl. Mother boxer, father lawyer, grandfather basketball player. Now I wonder what your uncle, aunt, and other family members do. Can't wait to see it. Yn, smirk, I can give you a practical of what my uncle did right now. Just give me a knife, blade, or something like that. Sia, shock, B-blade? Yn, he's a surgeon. He used that to cut through human skin and treat them. You reply calmly while shrugging your shoulder, making Taehyung chuckled. You give his ball to him back. Yn, thanks for the ball. Taehyung, my pleasure, my lady. He say with a small smile, then left, leaving everyone there in shock. Jimin, did he just smile? Eunwoo Lia Sia, yeah he did. They say in chorus. Yn, what's the big deal in it? He just smiled. Jimin, it wasn't just a smile. It was Kim Taehyung's smile. You truly are amazing, Yn. He say, then left with Eunwoo, leaving you still in confusion while Lia and Sia smile. 1 month passed by like this, and there wasn't even 1 day passed when Ella doesn't have to be embarrassed. She always took fight with you and always end up burning in anger and embarrassment. Nowadays, there was only few people who was scared of her while others won't because of your influence. You were writing something in your notebook when Lia teasingly hit your shoulder with hers. You looked at her with questionable gaze and she say teasingly. Lia, he's looking at you again. She say only for you to look back and found Taehyung looking at you intensely. As soon as your eyes met, he smirk and wink at you, making you roll your eyes and look at Lia again. Sia, I never thought that Kim Taehyung, the guy who hates girls extremely, will fall for our girl. Lia, can't wait to see that Ella's reaction after she will found out that her love of the life is already in love with her enemy. Yn, there's nothing like that. Sia, teasingly, oh really, then why don't you go to him and confront him about it? Yn, not a bad idea. You say in a serious voice, making their smile faded. Before they could stop you, you stood up and left towards him. You stood beside his desk, then say while looking at him sharply. Yn, can you stop looking at me like that? My friends are getting the very wrong idea about it. You say, making him smirk while his friends shifted away, giving you both some space alone. They go and sat near with your friends. Taehyung, wrong idea? Like what? He asked, looking at you while you kept glaring at him. Just then Ella enter in the classroom and she bite her cheek in anger seeing you talking with Taehyung, when suddenly something came in her mind. She hurriedly walked towards both of you and pushed you on him, pretending like it was an accident, then walk away waiting for the drama unfold. Yn, what the? You spoke, grabbing his shoulder as you just landed on his lap in front of the whole class. They all start hooting seeing this, and the most loud voice of hooting was of both of your friends. Yn, I didn't meant to. You say, trying to get up, but he pulled you back on his lap, making you gasp. You looked at him only to find him grinning. Taehyung. I think your friends are getting the right idea about the situation, unlike you. He say, smirking while you grabbed his collar. Yn, don't you try to act over smart? Right now what you are doing is called assault and I am. Taehyung, strange. The one who started this assault was you, yet I got blamed for it. Didn't you assault me first by sitting into my lap without my permission? He say while removing a strand of your hair from your face. Yn, don't forget I know boxing. You say, grabbing his hand only for him to smirk and in an instant grabbed your wrist, making your eyes widened. Taehyung, I am the mastermind of this game, princess. He say, kissing the back of your hand, making you stood up from his lap abruptly while everyone else start hooting loudly. Ella's eyes widened and she was about to interrupt but can't as your friend stopped her in mid. You grabbed his hand and took him out of there while he just kept smiling. Yn, what do you think you were doing back there? You say, crossing your arms over your chest while he kept observing your each and every move intensely. Taehyung, about which part you are talking, princess? About me staring at you, or where I grabbed you and pulled you back on my lap, or me kissing the back of your hand, or? Yn, cut him off, everything. I am talking about every single thing of yours. You say, glaring at him only for him to chuckle lowly. Then he wrapped his hand around your waist and pulled you closer. Taehyung, then do talk. Talk about every single thing of mine and I will keep listening to you like this. Yn, do you think it is a joke or what? Stop smiling, you idiot. You say while hitting his chest when he grabbed your hand and pulled it near his mouth. He kissed your palm this time but do it so sensually that it sends a shiver down your spine. He maintained that intense eye contact with you. Taehyung, smirk. What's wrong in me staring at my fiancée or kissing her? Isn't that most of the romantic man do? Don't you want a romantic husband too? Your eyes widened and your heartbeat fastened, realizing he knew. The marriage was set by your grandparents when you were little and you found out about it just 2 months ago. You thought he didn't know, that's why you never bring that topic in front of him. Your grandfather is throwing a tantrums for your marriage with him but you don't want it. Taehyung, come on, there's no way I won't know about it. Do you really think this all is happening without my wishes or something? Do I look like a person who will agree for a serious thing like marriage just on those old man wimps? He say while his lips was still connecting to your palm. The purpose of your transfer to this college was simple, finding one wrong thing about him and giving your family a reason to break this marriage, but unfortunately you don't found anything wrong about him. Taehyung, you can try all you want but I won't give you a single reason to run away from me. You will be Mrs. Kim at any cost, princess. Yn, why? Why do you want me to be your wife? It's not like you fall for me at first sight or something. We didn't even talk in this last 1 month. Taehyung, sorry to disappoint you, princess, but I surely fall for you at first sight. Remember that party where you beat that Lee Harrow? I fall for you that day at first sight, and it is me because of whom this marriage is happening. He say, making you remember about the party 4 months ago where this happened, but you didn't know he was there too. You took your hands back from his, then pushed him away. It wasn't like you hate him or something. It's just that you don't want to be in an arranged marriage. You want to fall in love before marriage. Yn, see, I don't want this marriage, and Taehyung, what if I make you fall for me? Will you say this even then? He say only for you to look at him sharply. You smirk as something came in your mind and he clearly read your mind. Yn, smirk, 2 months. I gave you 2 months, and if in those months I won't fall for you, then it's over between us. You will break this marriage yourself. Deal? Taehyung, smirk, deal. But you will go on dates, movie night, etc. for these next 2 months. In short, we will be a couple for this next 2 months. You smirk, nodded, being sure that he can't make you fall for him, while he smirk knowing that you are going to fall for him. The next 2 months going to be fun. He took your hand in his hand and kissed it like a gentleman while bowing in front of you, sealing the deal. The end.